Each morning at 7 a.m., 18-year-old Xiangmi gets out of bed, grabs her phone, and checks a website called Naver, the Korean version of Google. She scrolls through graphs of real-time information, keeping track of the current air quality around the city of Dayeon in South Korea. If the air pollution amounts reach 80 milligrams per cubic meter, she is forced to wear a mask when she goes outside. If the levels reach 150, it is so stuffy outside that it is so difficult to breathe. The smoke forces her to cancel her plan for the day. This can happen as many as 3 times per week. Now, checking the amount of air pollution is not something that Nebraskans regularly deal with, but it's now an everyday fact of life for Koreans, like my twin sister Suyeon and many others around the world. Now, as you can see, the poor air quality can affect lifestyles, force many to cancel their plans, and even harm the well-being of those impacted. But just where does poor air quality come from in a word? Pollution. When it comes to our atmosphere, the air pollution refers to the interaction of chemicals, particulates, and biological matter that can be harmful to humans, plants, and animals, and cause damage to the natural environment. So today, we examine the cause of air pollution, its detrimental effects, and some possible solutions to this worldwide problem. First, let's begin with the cause of air pollution. Cars, trucks, and buses produce air pollution throughout their life cycle, including pollution emitted during vehicle operation and fuel production. According to 2012 report from EPA, the motor vehicles collectively cause 75% of carbon dioxide pollution in the U.S. Additional emissions are associated with the refining and distribution of fuel, and to a lesser extent, manufacturing and disposal of a vehicle. Not only do these vehicles release pollutant directly, but other chemicals cause secondary form of pollution when their particles rate in the atmosphere. In fact, manufacturing industry can release a large amount of carbon dioxide, hydrocarbons, and various other organic compounds into the air, thereby deepening the quality of the air. Manufacturing industry can be found at every corner of the earth, and there is no area that has not been affected by it. Even agriculture industry can pollute the air through ammonia gas and application of insecticides, which contain toxic volatile organic compounds. Ammonia gas is one of the very common byproducts from agriculture-related activities and is one of the most hazardous gases in the atmosphere. In addition to its effect on water, plant, and soil systems, ammonia gas reacts with other compounds to form particulate matter with a diameter of 2.5 microns or less. So let's take a moment and think about a single hair from your head. The average human hair is about 7 microns in diameter. That means a particulate matter is much smaller than a single hair. Now that we have seen that automobiles, factories, and even agriculture countries, let's take a look into health problems resulting from air pollution. When you breathe in dirty air, we bring air pollutants deep into our lungs. So it is no surprise that air pollution causes serious damage to our respiratory tract. Air pollution exposure can trigger new cases of asthma, previously existing respiratory illness, and provoke development and progression of chronic illness, and including lung cancer, COPD, and emphysema. Because the fine dot is so small that it is invisible to eyes, it can affect your health by moving through the blood vessels. Air pollution also negatively and significantly harm lung development, developing lung disease later in life. The World Health Organization creating an additional risk factor for developing lung disease later in life. The World Health Organization has been presenting air quality guidelines for particulate matter since 1987, and in 2013, its own international agency for research on cancer, IARC, classified fungus as a member of type 1 carcinogens. A particulate matter population with a high exposure to black carbon, which is one of the components of particulate matters arising from burning fuel. Over a long period of time, they are at a higher risk for heart attack and stroke. So, according to the Environmental Defense Fund.org, air pollution is one of the world's largest killers, responsible for 6.4 million deaths, 1 in 9 deaths. What is worse, this is 3 times higher than the number of deaths from AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis combined. People from all walks of life are vulnerable to air pollution, including the children, minorities, the elderly, and even low-income communities, and especially people with other conditions such as heart attack and cancer and diabetes. Recent evidence suggests that air pollution is also linked to higher risk factor of diabetes, autism, and lower IQ. It can even attack human brains. Sounds pretty scary, right? In a 2015 analysis of MRI scans of people enrolled in Birmingham Heart Study, a long-term cardiovascular study in New England, the more PM2.5 that people had been exposed to, the smaller does the overall brain volume. And according to the numerous studies, brain volume is positively correlated with IQ. And the Framingham studies results held up even after adjusting for factors such as diabetes, smoking, and education. So let's take a look into the health. Let's take a look at solutions to this problem. Innovation is slowly reducing down air pollution with electric cars, trucks, and buses. So today's electric bus and today's electric grid is lowest carbon option in the U.S. Lowest carbon option in every part of the country. Not only can innovation reduce air pollution, but also little things around us can make it decrease in advance. Whether switching off fans or lights when you're going out, or using energy efficient devices. For example, LED lights can consume less electricity, produce less heat, and can even help you save your electricity bills. So this is a direct attempt at slowing down air pollution. And we are seeing a series of innovation and experiments aimed at alternate and unconventional options to reduce harmful air pollution. According to Renewable Fuel Association report in 2018, that over the past 4 decades, ethanol served as effective and affordable tool to reduce harmful air pollution. Because ethanol is a pure compound made up of 35% oxygen, it burns more cleanly. So ethanol is the best tool available to reduce harmful air pollution of tailpipe emissions of other air pollutants. So today, we have seen that automobiles, factories, and even agriculture industry that contribute to poor air quality, which influence our lifestyle and affect us physically. So air pollution is one of the larger mirrors of man's waste and a challenge we need to overcome to see a better tomorrow. And checking the neighbor may not be a fact of life, but with any luck, we can reduce number of days we are forced inside, or maybe throw away those masks for good.